I am right here at 185 Riverdale Avenue. Initial report says EDP, emotional disturbed person, possibly armed with a gun. Multiple police cruisers here. Ambulance and Empress EMS all the way at the end, just in case something does happen. As you guys can see, ESU 215 on site, a police cruiser behind it. Two EMS trucks and an ambulance all the way at the end, just in case something happens. They already staged here. One police cruiser here. And three additional police SUVs parked right in front of 185 Riverdale. Now, situations like this sometimes takes time because police officers might be inside the building negotiating with the person. So I'm going to stick around here for a little longer to see what comes out of it. So again, guys, for those that are just logging in, the initial report, again, I say initial report, and I emphasize on that because at times things turn out to be different than what comes out on the first report. The first report says that EDP person in the building, 185, possibly, again I said possibly, not confirmed, with a gun. I don't know. This is what the first reports say. Let me move away from the scene. Let me go to the sidewalk across, all the way across from the building. So if something happens, I'm not interfering on the way of their work. Okay. They are saying that there's an emotionally disturbed person inside with armed with a gun.
Oh, probably on the third floor.
I don't know.
Third floor, they crackhead. He ain't want you to serve that nigga crackhead.
But I don't know. But that's what.
He a crackhead with a gun. He a crackhead, Mr. Jones.
I don't know. Don't know. Okay, EMS is now moving forward. The ambulance is moving forward. So maybe they got a radio call that this is about to come to an end. Maybe they have the person. And and they're ready to bring him down. I don't know. So I will say here, live streaming. Okay, for those that are just joining in, let me tell you what's going on here at 185 Seton Manor, 185 Riverdale Avenue. The initial report, again I repeat, initial report, because very often the initial report is not what really it's going on. The initial report says that an EDP person, possibly, again, possibly not confirmed, armed with a gun, possibly inside the building. As you guys can see, police always treat those calls very seriously because they really don't know when they come to the scene if the person is actually armed or not armed. So they come prepared to deal with whatever comes in front of them. So as you guys can see, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 police cruisers actually, and 1 ESU truck. ESU are the guys that are trained, extremely trained for deal with situations that are very, very serious. They are in the building. So at the moment, EMS, Empress EMS trucks, there is 2 of them. One there behind that last police car. Another one here in front of the building, and the ambulance there. They already took a stretcher out of the ambulance going up, which probably means that the person has been subdued or is under control, or is being held. Okay, so we're waiting now for the person to be brought out. Chances are, once the person is brought out, it goes into the ambulance and is taken to a local hospital for evaluation. So this is what we're waiting on. This is what we're waiting on. So at this point, we're waiting for them to come out so we can get more or less an idea of what is actually happening here at 185 Riverdale Avenue. What's up, man?
What do you think happened here?
They have somebody that it's a little disturbed.
Oh.
So the police is there
Someone got hurt?
No, I don't know that. That I don't know yet. So you follow Yonkers Voice?
Yes.
Good.
But it wasn't like any crime or anything, right?
No.
All right, sir. Well, thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm always here on the weekends. I don't know what happened, but there's still a lot of cops. I was wondering what happened. I have family that lives in here, so I hope everything's okay.
Everything is okay.
Everything's okay. Thank you, guys. Have a great weekend. Thank you.
That's a young man who lives in the building, or at least his family lives in the building. He was asking me if any crime happened inside. I told him no. This is a case of an emotional disturbed person who is inside, and the police is here to take a look and to see what they can do and how they can resolve this, in a way that everyone is, I'm not going to say happy, but with a good solution, a good ending. So let me tell you guys, those that just logged in, that are start watching this, before they start asking, where is this? What time is this? I am at 185 Riverdale Avenue. There is multiple cars, police cruisers here, about 6. There is one ambulance, 2 Empress EMS trucks, and there is police officers inside the building. The initial report, again, initial report, is that there is an EDP person, emotional disturbed person, inside the building. He is possibly, again, possibly, it's not confirmed, that he's armed with a gun. And when there is a call that comes in of a possibly person armed with a gun, police responds in numbers because they have to take the call seriously. They have no idea if the person is actually armed or not. We hope that is not. But if he is, we have enough police to deal with the situation. So that's why we see lots of police officers in the scene. And I think I'm glad that they respond in masses, because you never know. Sometimes a regular call, a traffic stop can turn to the worst. Imagine when the initial call says person possibly with a gun. We don't know. Officers are now coming out. Officers, can you tell us what's going on inside? Can you tell me what's going on? You guys see, I always ask what's going on, but they're not at liberty of telling me. I have to go through Lieutenant Dean Pinopolis. I always have a hard time saying his name. But the police officers at the scene are not at liberty to tell me what's going on. So as you guys know, situation like this sometimes takes time to develop. Officers are not rushing into getting to the end. They take their time. They're trying to negotiate with the person. They're trying to calm him or her down in order not to escalate the situation. So it takes time. So be patient, wait out there, stay logged in, share this video so people can know what's going on, how our officers around our city engage with our citizens, with the people of Yonkers. So we have a great police department. Yeah, some don't like me, I don't like some, but as an organization, they are a good organization, and I'm proud and I support my police department. Let me just go through what's going on here for those guys that are just logging in before they start asking, where is this? Guys, read the topic, the address, it's always there, and a little description of what is going on, it's there. After I'm done with the filming, then I will write, additional stuff that I might find out while I was here. This is 185 Riverdale Avenue. There is multiple police cruisers, about 6. One ESU truck, 2 Empress EMS trucks, one, and another one behind the last police cruiser on this line. There is an ambulance, and here he comes. As you guys can see, a police officer on the scene, very kind, very relaxed. The person is under control. Being transported now to a local hospital, I'm almost sure, for the evaluation. It seems like, well, at least doesn't look like no one was armed with the gun. And as I said initially, very often the initial call has nothing to do with the call itself. Somebody picks up the phone, calls 911, reports something, and once the police gets to the scene, now they will sort things out and determine what actually is going on, and very often has nothing to do with how the call came in. That's why very often when I go to a scene, I might report something that later on turns out to be different, because I go in by what the call is reported initially. Again, guys, initially. If I hear something, that's what I write. And then once I get to the scene and start filming and documenting and asking questions, then it comes, then the details come up, and very often are different than the initial call, the initial report. Now, as you guys can see, there is the police car right behind the ambulance. He's escorting the ambulance to a medical center. Normally, that happens all the time. As soon as the person is removed, the patient is removed. So this is it, guys. This is it for now. Okay, Saturday, it's around 9:30 a.m. Yonkers Voice on site to report to you news in a raw way. This is it. You watch what's happening. You watch what's going on. Now it's up to you to formulate your opinion about what you see.